Hello, everyone, and happy Sunday. We are going to be talking about functional chiropractic. What exactly is functional chiropractic? Do we know? And how does it help? So, joining me would be Gabriella. Gabriella is going to join back in, and we're going to talk about functional chiropractic. Gabriella has been working. Oh, there you are. Great. Hi there.
Oh,
We figured this out very quickly. That's great. Well, welcome. I was just introducing Gabriella. She has been working in holistic wellness for the last 5 years. Do you want to introduce yourself rather than me introducing you?
sure. So first of all, I want to thank you, Amita, for giving me an opportunity to share on a topic that I'm incredibly passionate about. I started my journey in holistic wellness. It's actually about 6 years ago now.
Wow.
Functional chiropractic, spinal rehabilitation specialist. And I've been just progressively learning more and seeing miracles and transform people's lives throughout the process of growing my own practice and my own understanding what functional chiropractic is and how
Yeah.
so thank
That's
you.
great. That's great. That's great. So brings us to our first question. What exactly is functional chiropractic? I don't think many of us know this terminology. At least I did not know much about it. I know about chiropractic, but I don't know about the functional chiropractic.
Yes, so there's this common conception that chiropractic only serves the purpose of alleviating symptoms of pain or discomfort or thinking a little out of place. And functional chiropractic actually goes a little bit deeper, understanding that number one is that our bodies have an innate ability to heal from a variety of on its own. And it basically what needs to happen is we need to move the stressors, which is the interference to that healing process. So functional chiropractic is an approach of number one, considering the body as a whole, not just part and parcel and piece, right? And when we understand that all of our systems sort of integrate together to create optimal health, optimal functioning, and optimal healing, we can look at the body and say, okay, what areas of the spine relate to other parts of the body? And if this area of the spine is in dysfunction or misalignment, how does that affect different parts of the body? So really kind of zooming out and saying that when we treat the spine, we're actually treating the entire body. And so when we look at the spine, we how each vertebrae stacks together, and have our central nervous system through the spinal cord and branch into all other parts of the body. So when chiropractors treat the spine, they are looking to see where there are misalignments. Right? So the misalignments in the vertebrae can create pressure on the nerve, which ultimately can interfere with the function of that system or that muscle group or that part of the body.
Got it. So, so I don't know, your words are a little bit breaking up in between. So, we're able to hear you, but a couple of words in between kind of get lost. So I don't know the connection,
Sure.
so let's move on. We'll say that. So you talked about the body has the capacity to heal itself. So let's talk a little bit about that as the next step.
Yes. So essentially, when we have those misalignments of the spine and there is that dysfunction on that inner out to the body, that is impeding on the healing process because the nervous system is the master system of our immunity, the master of all other systems of the body. Without that electric current, that power, our body has power to operate the systems, in the way that it should. So the body can heal itself by, that interference or misalignment being removed from that area, that region.
Yeah.
So Yeah. So when you get a chiropractic adjustment,
Yeah.
number one, there's a statistic that I really like to understand is that it only takes the weight of a dime to create, to essentially interfere with nerve signal flow. So the weight of a dime on the spinal nervous system.
Wow. But just the weight of the dime takes on the spinal to take care of that?
Yes. So on the spinal, so, yeah. So understanding that weight, when you have the interference or the misalignment, it's low, right? So when the spine is realigned by chiropractic adjustment, we're bringing that alignment back into place, the pressure or the interference from that nerve signal, and thus the body is able to do its healing work on its own.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So let's talk about your personal experience with functional chiropractic. I think that part is always fascinating to all our viewers and me as well.
So my personal experience is that when I started in chiropractic, I had severe vertigo, and I went into several different specialists throughout my 2-year journey of having this dizziness, this nausea, this sensation of, not being able to function or have the energy that I needed to have or to, enjoy my life and live a quality of life. When I first started to get adjusted by a functional chiropractor, he explained to me that I had severe restriction in the cervical area of my spine. That was yes. So that was due to a whiplash injury that I had gotten several years prior. Now, over time, my vertebrae were becoming more and more compressed, creating a tension in that area. And that was interrupting normal nerve signals. So I was experiencing sensations of dizziness and, like I said, nausea, even to the point where I was like running into walls and wondering, am I gonna be like this essentially? And so when I got my first neck adjustment, number one, I don't know if you've ever had a neck adjustment before, but it's kind of like this whole other experience that I've experienced before, and it kind of like turned the lights on. And what happened when I loosened up that area, I aligned those vertebrae to take pressure off of the nerves, and I started to instantly see results. And I think within 3 months, my symptoms had reduced by about 80%.
Yeah.
3 months of regular rhythmic treatment, I was healed from that condition completely. So I was in my late 20s at that point, thinking that I could spend, the rest of my life being dizzy and not this and not this. And within 3 months of a chiropractor treating me, I was healing. And I started to notice, my energy coming back, my concentration, sleeping better. And then, of course, that inspired other healthier changes in my life, such as improving my diet, understanding, recognizing, other areas of my life that were aligned with truly healthy. So I always am excited to share the story because it really transformed that I viewed and understood healthcare. I had been to an ear, nose, throat specialist, wrong with the crystals in my inner ear. I had been to a neurologist who basically did a couple of tests. Like, no, like I'm okay. My general practitioner ended up putting me on medication, prior to me chiropractic. But it was just a Band-Aid for the condition. And when I, understood chiropractic worked, it truly transformed my life. So.
So for our viewers, your connection is still breaking up. It's not very clear. So I just want to repeat what you said in a summary. So it's not very clear. So she is talking about that she had vertigo issues and she used to feel dizzy, and she had gone to a lot of neurological and a lot of other medical doctors. And then after she started with her functional chiropractic, she went to a functional chiropractic. And in 3 months, her symptoms improved and she started sleeping much better and started feeling much better. I just wanted to repeat in one sentence, because some of the words were just getting a little bit, like I said, the connection is not very clear. For some reason, your words are getting, kind of cut out in between. Okay, so let's talk about, and we can repeat this session in Zoom or something. I think this is a very fascinating topic if the connection issue is continued right now. So let's talk about, all of us right now, we are going through COVID and all these issues, and I'm sure like most of us will have some kind of an emotional or some other issues coming out of that, right? So let's talk about how can generally users, we can, regain our health, our energy. Energy is, a lot of people, we go through mood swings and all kind of energy and resilience. What are your thoughts on that?
That's a great question. I think the number one skill that we all need to have is coming to a level of awareness about where we're at. And then that our bodies are powerful, they're intelligent, they're smart, and they can indicate to us what we need to improve. We just have to listen. So number one is that we can be healthier, okay, and believe in that. And then after that, a person needs to seek a qualified healthcare professional who has, a basis in science testing, but takes the most natural approach to allowing and enabling that healing process. And ultimately, understanding that bodies are stressed daily. So we have toxicity, we have trauma, we have our own thoughts that work against our body.
That's right.
So taking in that responsibility and seeking professionals who have your best interest in mind versus just wanting to capitalize by writing a prescription or capitalize by sending you to, tens of thousands of surgery that won't help the problem. Ultimately, I've seen so many people opt for the surgery route only to turn around after surgery and come back to the functional chiropractor and say, darn, I wish I wouldn't have spent that money and scarred my body. I should have listened and said that you could help me. And thankfully, there's a lot of redemptive quality about functional chiropractic that, it's really never too late to start down the path of functional chiropractic. So.
I think that's a very good point. I mean, I think as a society, we have been mentally trained to take a pill, and I mean, that's how we have grown up with the last so many years to literally take a pill and we want instant relief, so because it's easier, right? I take a pill and I start feeling better as opposed to changing my diet, changing my lifestyle, or going to a natural, natural medicine expert that might take a little bit longer, for me to heal. But the essence is to really love yourself and make sure that you take the natural route first, rather than popping a pill or anything that.
That's
right?
Said yes. You can always go more on the extreme end if you have, but. When I think about the Hippocratic Oath and I think about first do no harm, to me that says, let's take the most natural, conservative, functional approach first. And if it's not breaking any ground, then we can evaluate and see, do we need to go, to that more extreme form? But unfortunately, especially in our nation, that's kind of become the default setting, and it's really caused a lot of problems for people. So
well, thank you so much. There was some your voice wasn't 100% clear throughout the entire session, so maybe for our viewers, we will probably re-record the session on a Zoom or something and release the video again, because the network connection, I think, there's something wrong. But you're welcome. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I saw quite a few people join, and if you have any questions, you are welcome to reach out to us. But we will re-record this session and repost it. Thank you so much, Gabriella, for joining us. Thank you.
Yeah, talk to you soon.
Yes, I will.